New at 9, some teachers in the Normandy School District turn to You Paid For It to shine a light on their push to oust their superintendent. Tonight, I talked to teachers, to North County mayors backing them, and to a superintendent on the hot seat. That's tonight's You Paid For It. The Normandy School District in North County is academically one of the lowest performing school districts in the state of Missouri. It has only provisional accreditation, but the hiring of Superintendent Marcus Robinson in 2020 at a salary of $215,000 a year created a firestorm because he didn't have all the right credentials. He doesn't have the superintendent certification required by the state. Without it, the Normandy School District cannot win back full accreditation. 5 Normandy teachers called me to express their frustration in a Zoom interview. They didn't want their identities known, fearing retaliation. I did meet with them in person to verify their identity. One of them agreed to talk to me in person, provided I hid her identity. Do you have confidence in this superintendent?
Absolutely not.
Why?
By him not being certified, I feel like he just doesn't know how to move this district forward.
According to the last state standardized test given in 2019, Normandy scored 15% in reading and 7% in math.
We're in an impoverished district, and we're not today or tomorrow. We need to make some gain ASAP, and I feel like he can't do that.
I caught up with your $215,000 Normandy superintendent, Marcus Robinson.
It's kind of hard to fall from last, but we perform at about the same rate.
We talked to some teachers. They gave you kind of a vote of no confidence, saying that your leadership has made the district worse, not better. How do you react?
I don't know. My reaction to that is that those are not the conversations that we're having. When I talk to teachers, we're talking about how to progress for kids. We're talking about the transformational things that are happening to make the district better.
You still don't have the superintendent certification. That's something they point out that could keep the district from getting full accreditation.
Sure.
Is that putting Normandy at a disadvantage, you remaining here?
I am on track to finish my doctorate this fall and will have my certification long before that ever becomes reality.
North County mayors have done their best to get Robinson ousted. They pressed the state to add 2 new members to the state-appointed school board, but once on the board, the 2 did not move to get rid of the superintendent. I talked to the mayors about the teachers' plea for help.
The leadership that we have now, he's not qualified to bring us back to get accreditation, and we can't take that.
What should be done?
He should be fired. He should be removed.
This superintendent should be removed because we need someone who can move the district forward. And I think he is not moving, he doesn't have the credentials to move it forward.
Are you giving any thoughts to stepping down?
Never.
The North County mayors are going to try to get the state to put other people on the school board who will agree with them that the superintendent has to go. I'll let you know just how their efforts pan out. After all, you paid for it.